Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Um, I'm huge into nostalgic gaming, so when it comes to getting that itch, uh, two of the games that I've kind of grew up with that I just can't get enough of are Ultima Online, which I play on the server UO Live. It is incredibly fun, but I just started yesterday playing on the Imperium server of Everquest. Played Everquest for years, maxed out almost every character, absolutely loved it. The unfortunate thing is most of the time when you get on servers, you're going to find, well, almost every server, you're going to find that they are stuck in a loop of people playing 6+ characters, no one wanting to group, no real talking anymore because everything is so self-sustained, and one character playing 6 up to 30 players with you know MQ2 and other secondary programs that allow you to control characters such almost like they're bots. Imperium has a 2 box limit where you can only play with one other character that you control if you even decide to play with one other character, and it's mainly based for solo play. So they say that pretty much any character can solo to the max content, at which point you go into a more group style content that you actually need help with and things like that. The only character I've heard on popular opinion that isn't solo able is the Berserker. And I'm guessing that they need to do some tweaks on that to give it more survivability, possibly more damage, whatever it may be. But I have been having a lot of fun. I've got a friend of mine named Jess that's playing with me. She actually is not up yet, but this is an incredibly fun server to play. It hits every single nostalgic box for me. The zones are there, how to get into the different areas, the monsters, the pretty much everything. The EXP has been increased. The having to go back and get all your spells has been fixed in a sense to where you don't have to go and research things or whatever it may be that just takes tedious time. They are automatically downloaded to your spell book. And excuse me, I had to cough. There's been a lot of weather change here. But I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the gameplay, see if it's something that might interest you. If it is, I would absolutely love to play with you on here. If you want to bring a character over, help you level up, and kind of get going with it. So the big thing I've noticed about Wizard, which I wasn't expecting, was it actually has a tremendous amount of survivability in situations. Like if I was a standard wizard on, like, let's say base EverQuest and walked into City of Mist and started fighting yellows, I would get just rompa stomped pretty much on one mob. As far as melee combat, you wouldn't have to go out or you would have to go out and like root them, kind of root blast them, somehow find a way to snare them or whatever it may be. On here, it seems that now you can't do this to like every mob in the zone, but if you get a couple of mobs on you like this, you're actually able to survive long enough to use your AoEs to get them down. One other thing is the equipment has been tweaked to where you have much more spell damage, healing power as well. So if you are a healer, that gives you a pretty good leg up as well. So money wise, it doesn't look like that's been really pumped up or anything as far as loot goes. But what I have noticed is that there are these little treasure goblins that will spawn that allow you the opportunity to loot them after you kill them, kind of like in Diablo, I guess. And they drop these platinum bags, and then you can sell the platinum bags for a tremendous amount of platinum whenever you get back to the guild lobby. So we'll just go through here. Right now, I am trying to decide whether or not I want to play the character I have been playing, which is a Beast Lord, or my wizard with my friend Jess. And as of right now, she is level 42, and this character is only level 33. So I really need to catch up if I'm going to be any kind of relevance to being able to play with her. So right now I'm just trying to get some EXP, level up a bit, And then see right now I'm getting smoked, and that's because I took on a creature that I believe is much higher level, getting a lot more resist. So it's not like it's just a cakewalk. You do have to kind of strategize. You know what? I should have got my root out, but I didn't because I am in a different zone right now. Just woke up, so let's see if we can make this happen. One more blast. Come on. There we go. So I don't have any way to heal on the wizard, which is kind of a bum out because I did really like the fact that my beast lord has healing. But as you can see, EXP has been boosted up. I'm seeing a lot more EXP right now than I do on my other character. Obviously because I am a little bit lower when I came here this time than I was with the beast lord. But other than that, I guess I'll have to just wait and heal. They do have rested healing here, so you don't have to worry about going by the extremely snail space healing like you do on live. But it is incredibly fun. One of the other great things that I really didn't think I was going to like at first, but I kind of do like now, is being that it's a solo player, kind of, solo duo kind of server, having to travel all over the place just to get to one spot that you may not be at super long. It's kind of annoying. So they've actually opened up to where you can kind of just do a hashtag zone and then go right back to the guild lobby. And then it gives you a list of places you can go. You click on one of them and it'll kind of port you over to that area. Now, it doesn't do it for every zone, so there's still going to be some travel you have to do. So let's say, for example, you want to go to Frontier Mountains. Well, at that point, you do have to go to Lake of Aloman through the porter, and then at that point, you walk over to Lake of Alomans. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. Or Nurga, or the mines, or something like that. So you will still have to do a little bit of walking, but it cuts down on travel time immensely through the system I was telling you, where you go back and you can kind of port around. And one thing I've noticed is there is a extremely expansive amount of progression that you can do through the actual guild lobby. And I'll tell you what, why don't we just go there right now? And I'll show you guys. They have different tiers. They have different quests. They have, obviously, the epics, which are pretty cool. This little thing right here, okay, would you like to ward off? It kind of changes you into a different creature every single time you go into the guild lobby. I'm guessing. Oh, okay, so if you press that, it just goes away. That's kind of cool. That one was cool. Bone Dragon's cool. Some of them are not cool. Like, you're just like a really big fat ogre thing from like one of the Planet Diseases or something. So I would obviously be going to tier 1. You hail this guy. He tells you, hey, you need a Sibylla's key, Vashon Peak's key, and Velia's key. Okay, that sounds like it sucks. But if you click on it, it shows you one of the following needs to be killed: Lord Nagafen, Lady Vox, or Veneral Sethir. Okay, so that's how you get the Sibylla's key. This one, you got to kill Trachanon. Okay, it sounds easier than a Vashon's Peak key. Velia's key, just kill Faradar to spawn a ghost that drops the key to Velius. Make sure to turn them in the key fragments and drop the ghosts into friend Vin's Clortho. I also have a task that will result in a powerful Imperial item. So let's see what that is. So I've got a bunch of, okay, I don't need basic training anymore. There's a bunch of different stuff here. You do start off in that Glooming Deep Mines, which is kind of cool to get level 10 if you haven't. New Beginnings. I don't think it's that. Must be Mercurium. So collect 200 small pieces of Imperium. And Imperium's Fury spread across the raid zones of Knark, combine 100 into a forge to make a medium shard. Okay. So this kind of gives you another little quest you can get to get another piece of item. But then you got part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, and then custom tier. I mean, there's all kinds of a special, set up little quests for you. And that's just one area. And you got other areas where it's, you've got the disciplines, you've got leaderboard for hardcore. That's where if you die, I guess you just get oofed. Dailies, weeklies. Over here, you've got all different. This is the teleporter I was telling you about. And of course, zone instances. If for some reason you're trying to get to one of the bosses and someone just killed it, you can come back here. This guy gives you buffs, which is pretty cool. They're nothing crazy, but it's kind of just basic buffs to help you out. Progression guide if you're a reader and want to read over this. And this is the Everquest mob, which I'm guessing you can start that at 46 to 50, like in the other one. This is the guy he was just talking about. You turn in your key pieces to, and I guess he gives you a flag for it. You've got corpse summoners over here, just like in live. Of course, the soul binder, and you can buy several different goodies from the vendor over here, and I'm going to go over that too because this is actually really, really cool. So as a solo player, you probably don't have a box cleric and everything else like you would on live. So this is a bag of platinum. It's worth 6,700 platinum. So that's fantastic. I did get someone to give me a couple of bags that are very helpful. But right here, you can actually buy Boots of the Tracker. These give you Journeyman Boots, which is going to be basically SOW speed. A little bit less, actually, than SOW speed. We're going to go ahead and not get that right now because it looks like it's 5K. Caster's Robe. I think that's what I have on. No, I have Cryo Silk Robe. You've got Charm of the Ants, Charm of the Cowards, Charm of the Hero. This is going to allow you to, I guess, call the hero someone to you. We'll get that. I got this stuff on my Beast Lord, but I haven't got it on this character yet. There was one of them. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a bunch of drink. Let's go ahead and look down here. Imperium Magics. That's what the spells, or the... I wonder what that does. I want to get that. And then we're going to try to get... Wow, look at that. Looks like somebody's actually selling key fragments. That's strange. I would think those would be no drop. It's okay, though. So we've got different kinds of wedding, gear right here that's going to allow you to, kind of get some entry-level gear on your new characters if you've got the platinum for it. Let's see. Staff of Second Chances. This is a res stick. So if you die, you lose a tremendous amount of EXP on this server, I've noticed. Like you can lose 2-3 levels on one death. But you can always go over there and summon your corpse and then res it with this staff. So I definitely think that is a go-to need. And then we can look. Let's see, what else is there? I know they had some kind of a picnic that I really liked. It gave like a whole bunch of stats. I just got to find it. Maybe it was that Misty Thicket. There we go. So you're looking at these kind of stats. Spell damage, mana, HP, all these different stats. And it's like a silver a piece or something, or a gold a piece, I'm sorry. So we'll get 100 of those. But very cool stuff here, obviously, that you can actually put into your gear and have like a little bit of extra stuff. So I don't really know what these guys do yet. And there's a couple of places over here for crafting that I feel like might be important in the future. So I'm not 100% sure what this guy does. But I would assume that he does like crafting quests, mining quests, things like that. But so far, it's been extremely fun. It doesn't feel like it's super cheaty, which whenever I first got on it, I was like, oh, wow, you can port around everywhere. You've got so much extra spell damage, that kind of stuff, that it kind of feels like the progression is just given to you versus earned. But so far, there's so many things to do outside of what the actual just leveling is, that it just feels fun. It feels good. It feels fun. So definitely recommend giving it a shot. If you haven't, I will leave a link in the description below for how to actually get everything set up and get started. The cool thing also is that unlike a lot of other EMU servers, they're like, hey, do this, download these spell files, download this. We constantly update everything. So you log in one day and your screen's black, or you look like just a regular human with no clothes on or whatever because they've updated some kind of spell file. They have a patcher, so it actually, excuse me, keeps everything updated for you, which is extremely useful. It's very difficult. Sorry, guys. Very difficult to try to play whenever they do updates, which updates are great. They need to do updates. But whenever you have to go in and constantly be updating and reviewing your spell files and replacing this, replacing that, and God forbid you replace the wrong thing, now you've lost SOW or something weird. It doesn't have to deal with any of that. You pretty much just have to run the patcher and you're in and you're set. So look forward to seeing you guys out there. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And man, look forward to seeing you there. Bye, guys.